Right,
I'd
for
like to
sure.
invite Umbreen in for this will be our last story share from cohort members. Umbreen, are you available to share your story? Are you here?
Yeah. Hi, everybody. It's really good to be the part of this meeting. I feel so grateful. Before I go into my story, let me tell you a bit of background of it. I was already very conscious of my food, just like Adam. I was very stressed what we were eating. I tried to source organic or the best from the supermarket. I was buying organic milk, but it was constant stress looking at the food, which wasn't organic, or the kids, what they are eating. Like, they are kids, they want to eat chocolates, crackers or whatever. But it always put me in a stress mode, and I was the one who was always researching that how bad it is for you and for your kids. And I was trying to do the best for them, buying, the best. But not everything that we buy is organic or from the best food sources. So I was looking more onto the food which is not organic or according to the standards what I had in my mind. So when I saw that farmer's footprint post by Henry, I was very curious to learn more, and I didn't know much about the project, but I just knew it's about, connecting something about food or something about farmers. So when we joined, I really liked the way, it's being shared, that how to lead the conversations with the love and gratitude. It totally changed my perspective. It I can't explain that how it changed my perspective, not only towards food, but this conversation that I have, or the way I look on other events or the people or things. So now, instead focusing on what's not right, in especially around food or other stuff, I try to focus and feel gratitude that we have, that we are trying to uh, that we already have, and that many people don't have. Even if the food is not organic, still there is some nutrition in it. So just being stressed about it, it's I think it's kind of we are sending the negative vibes to the food, and being in a constant stress, I'm not sure if we will be absorbing all those good nutrition from the even organic food. So that's the perspective I got from this project. And then this project led me to do a curiosity conversation with a biodynamic farmer. I was buying biodynamic milk from the butcher 5, 6 years ago. Then sometime I'll buy organic milk from the supermarket, Coles or Woolworth here. I never understood the difference. I tried to read online. I just knew that biodynamic farm is doing something different, but I couldn't figure out the difference. What was it? Just by reading. So my conversation with the biodynamic farmer and visiting him was a totally eye-opening experience for me. I first time came to realize that there is a difference between organic farming or biodynamic farming, how the fertilizers not you know good for the food, but it's how it's make its way to the water, or how it's damaged the soil. Also, I came to know that, so what's the difference between a living soil and the normal soil, and how everything in nature has an ability to, support itself. Even the food, like, you don't have to do too much work. Like, every time you don't have to prepare the soil to grow. So with the biodynamic farmers, they just don't till it all the time. They just do it once, and then the just soil, there is a whole world underneath the soil. There is bacteria, fungi, and everything is connected. And how they store nutrition in the humus, that's biodynamic method. And how the plant get the food from there. So it was a totally uh, uh, you know uh, different experience for me to learn about the biodynamic or regenerative farming and the organic farming. And plus, at the same time, I found that the farmer, he was very open. He was willing to help. like I've got so much interested that I started thinking maybe if we could move off grid and have our own biodynamic farm, although I don't know how yet, but it's just kind of a dream. So just out of curiosity, I asked him, if I go and buy something like a land and I want to grow biodynamic, but how much will your consultations will cost? And he said it will be for free. And I was kind of shocked. Like, what? Is it for free? Like, first one free, second one free? He said, no, we can help you set up the whole thing. I said, wow. Like, I'm living in Australia for last 18 years. Like, I think there are amazing people here, but most of the time I feel like everything is kind of money centered, especially around businesses. But with the regenerative farming, I felt they're more passionate about what they're doing, and they want to help other people to experience the same. What motivates them is not the money. What motivates them is their passion for what they're doing. So that was an amazing experience for me as well, just to connect with them and, helping each other, just because we want to be there for each other, not to exchange money but to exchange the experience, to exchange the joy of what we are doing. So that's a really mind-blowing experience for me. So this project helped me to in so many ways. First, it changed my perspective how to lead conversations with love and curiosity rather judging. Plus, looking in what's happening around me, including food, looking what's going right rather than, focusing what's not being right and staying in a constant state of fear and stress. Now I'm feeling a bit more comfortable and try to feel much more gratitude. I was trying to experience gratitude before, but I never understood. Like, I try to feel appreciation, but I think the meaning of gratitude, I truly understand it now. How to lead conversation with love and gratitude. Previously, I was just trying to feel gratitude. Oh, I have this. Thank you so much for it. Like, you should have it too. Everybody should have it. So instead, trying to understand what the others are offering, what's good in them. I was like, if this is method is the good, then everybody should be doing it. Like, so that's the change in perspective, the shift in perspective, the way we see things. It's totally amazing. I will say that it did change my life in a way, because now I'll be able to connect people more genuinely rather than telling them what's going right or what's going wrong. I'm more able to listen to what's happening in their life, what they are doing, what's good. So thank you so much also, Henrik. He's amazing. He also motivates me, how your whole team spending so much time and giving us this experience. It's definitely, there is a ripple effect.
Yeah.
And
thank you so
guys
much
at the
for
center of it. And thank you so much for this opportunity.
thank you so much for sharing, Umbreen, your story. And like Adam likes to say, 90% of life is simply just showing up. So all of this is possible because you guys showed up. All right. So huge thank you to all of you who have participated. And imagine how much Umbreen has gained or grown in just 4 weeks. We meet online once a week, and then the rest is homework, practical work out in the field, so to say. But such an amazing progress just in 4 weeks.